Okay, my next review is a film that comes off as a raunchy teen comedy, but while it does have those moments, it has a tender side to it that does not come off as cheesy or, for that matter, contrived. That film is Adventureland, starring Jesse Eisenberg and Twilight's Kristen Stewart. You would think that we'd be getting another Superbad here, as Greg Mottoloa, who directed the comedic classic, is also the director of this film. And like I said, those moments are here, but not throughout the whole film. And those moments are handled with tremendous substance, like Superbad, especially in a hysterically funny comedic performance from Bill Hader, who played Seth Rogen's partner in crime as one of the cops in Superbad. The story revolves around James, played by Eisenberg, a recent college grad in the late 80s looking for his first real job. Sadly, the only thing he can get is working in a games booth at a theme park run by Hader's character, as well as Paulette in a hilarious performance as well by Kristen Wiig. Also, you have a sweet, down-to-earth girl named Em, played by Kristen Stewart, who actually shows more energy and more in her element here than she did in Twilight. Now, before all you crazy psychotic teenagers jump on my back here, I'm not saying she wasn't good in Twilight, I'm just saying she's all the more better here. However, she's involved with a much older guy who's played in a great scummy-like performance from the always fun Ryan Reynolds. What makes this movie so fun is that the part of it plays off like a satire on how amusement parks are run. Now, who'd have thought a movie about that would be interesting? Hader's character as the boss is just too funny for words, as he is a pretty nice guy, but he's the type of little worm kind of character that you would find running these places, in my opinion, and he knows what to do in order to keep making money. You can't let people win the big, you know what, panda. Those aren't the exact words he uses, but for those who have seen the movie, you get what I'm trying to say. Now, when we see the way things are run, we have to laugh because I'm sure there are many of us who've been in a second-rate carnival that's in our town, and here in Hamilton, Ontario, that's the way it is as well. There are many second-rate carnivals in mall parking lots. Who we honestly, I think we think the same things. After watching this movie, it wouldn't shock me if guys like Hader's character of Bobby were the type of guys running these shows. It would make all the more sense. Now, I really like Eisenberg in this film as he really handles his character with ease and seems to be channeling a lot of Michael Cera here in his performance. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's what this character needs. His relationship with M grows despite his awkwardness, but she seems to admire who he is and just not some phony trying to be cool. And she herself is a smart and intelligent girl, but while carrying those traits is an inexplicably not so great relationship. But we get an understanding of why in this film. And if people are expecting another Superbad, you better guess again because that's not what we're gonna get. This is a film that has hilarious, substantial gags like Superbad, but yet it truly earns its tender moments, and it ties in with the story so well we can't help but laugh and feel good about it. It's not contrived or paint by numbers. It's not unrealistic either. And much like Judd Apatow's films, it gets laughs from its realism and its honesty because sometimes what's funnier than real life? I've said this before. Sometimes you just hysterically laugh out loud while sitting amongst your best friends or just having fun with your significant other. Despite some of the over the top comedic performances, they're handled in a way that seems as real as down to earth as anyone else we know. I also have to credit Martin Starr in addition to Hader and Wiig's awesome performances, as he does really well here too. That said, Eisenberg and Stewart are also funny, but in a very different, lovable way. It's not as great as Superman and not as quite as funny as the recent I Love You Man, but it's still a tremendously fun comedy mixed with a coming of age story. So this gets a very high recommendation, 4 stars out of 5.